Good morning. Yeah, I started this on Friday night. This has been, I knew I had it forever. What kind of spurred me into it, and I do use it, what kind of spurred me into it was there were a lot of these at Le Sueur. Let me see if I can remember. Okay. Patent applied for October of 1938 by Adolf Wicker. Patent approved January 2nd, 1940, and it was let out to Badger Malleable iron for manufacture. So this would have come out right as the Second World War. Dad did have one of these. In fact, he had this model, although Hudson made one very similar. Now, I don't have it on here. You see that drill hole? And there's an eye rivet right down here. It had a piece of wire, so you didn't have to stick your arm up under a machine. Now, the Hudson model, you had to manipulate letting down. It'll jack up by itself. Here, I'll see it. Secondary catch. It wouldn't surprise me if a dozen of you told me you had one. See, there is a spring in here. I got to try and tighten it a little bit. It's a little leaf spring, and I do not want to break that off because then you got to manually manipulate that. Where I grew up, Dad would step on this, and there was a time we were lifting something heavy enough we both stepped on that pedal. So right in the neighborhood of 300 pounds, he was weighing in at 160, and I was pretty close to that at the time that he passed away. As he always picked him up here, and there's a reason for that. And now it won't do it. Well, anyhow, it will slip right out. Now this top step, that we didn't use much. We used the first step, although occasionally we did use the bottom step. It's got about 18 inches of travel. And I painted it, I knocked the rust off it, painted it Friday night. I do use it some. I got a kick out of it. A guy I subscribed to over in South Africa, he's kind of like me. He's always fixing something old. Jan, I'll include a link when I post this, but Jan, he's always tinkering. That may be local slang here, you know, but I'm kind of like him that way. No, I got the biggest kick out of that because he just was rebuilding a vise or repainting and did a nice job. Now you need, and you absolutely had to be on the block, because for you to get far enough down for this catch to latch, you had to be below ground surface, or if you were on concrete, you had to be on a block for that reason. But now, if nothing else, my siblings will get a kick out of this. And when I find it, I got about 10 feet of galvanized wire. It had a fancy loop down here. I have every intention of getting it, because I have used it here, and God willing, I will again. But yeah, it was kind of a complicated deal to let it down. You had to lift this out and squeeze this. Unless you were going down one click at a time, then you just pulled back on the wire every time you went to let it down. But yeah, they are common. Hudson also made one, and like I say, but they didn't have the wire. They just had a thumb pad up here, and you had to reach under the machine and manipulate it each time. Anyhow, no, I just thought that was neat. I'll pop this up sometime some night over the week. I just thought I'd share that. I don't honestly know. Now there is one on eBay. This model, only he's missing this particular. He's missing because that'll pull right out. That will pull right out of the top, and he's missing that, and he thinks it's worth 99 bucks on eBay. good luck. If you're looking to buy one to use, you know, don't get a lot of money tied up in it. I think I got more money tied up in the paint, and I bought that at Menards, so a local big box lumber, and I think I can get a rebate on that. But like I say, if you're going to buy one to use, fine. If you're buying one as an antique, I don't recommend it. But there were sure a bunch of guys at the Pioneer Power swap meet with these for sale. I don't even ask because I'm not a serious buyer. Well, that's what's going on here today. Well, thank you.